Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever we are. Here I am in my toxic waste uniform. Ooh, baby, we're living in a great B movie. Whoops. It's kind of a blue condom. Anyway, it's been pretty nippy. It's about 8 degrees below zero. Um, I was in the deep green in my man cave. It'd be ooh. So here I am in the condom, the blue condom. Um, it's protects from bird flu, and what are you up to? What do you think? What and how about that? Our fearless leader, Carrot Head. It's like I just love that guy. You know, he is the human bird flu. He's the human bird flu of karma. And every one of those chuckleheads he has is in his cabinet, and who are like who's that moron? What was that? Who's his Secretary of State? I mean, I just takes too much energy out of me to really go on about where all of this crazy bullshit is coming from, and it's basically um, again the hidden hand. It's always the hidden hand. It's a scripted thing, right? You think Donnie, Carrot Head, could you know, think this shit up himself, or even the morons of the Heritage Foundation? I mean, come on, action, problem, action, solution. That's what we got here. Anyway, what are you wearing? Are you wearing a condom? Here I am wearing a condom. You know, because everyone's gonna need a condom. It really is. The bird flu is. You thought the last pandemic was bad. Ooh, baby. And it's so great that Donnie's pulled us out of WHO, and he sold every. Obama had made a great supply of PPE and ventilators and all the stuff that we were going to need. And then Donnie sold it to his friend, and his friend gave him a kickback. And then when the shit hit the fan, his friend sold it to, and don't believe a word I say. This is all cartoon show, and I'm wearing a blue condom. You know, it's the newest fashion accessory. Um, it's the bird uh, condom, right? So it's just gonna be. I mean, if you really want, just like me, I just sit out in the sun, get my vitamin D. Get your sleep, drink water, sit in the sun, read the Bible, and don't quote it, read it, right? And let it be your what do you call it? Tuning fork, right? So yep, I'm in a blue condom right here, the blue bird blue condom. Uh, to not gonna go play crap off YouTube. You can go watch it yourself. What I want to hear is your take on what's going on. And, it's going to be fun, really is. Uh, how long? Donnie Chump, and Neon Husk. and vacuous vacuum boy as vice president. I mean, just go down the line. And Tazzy girl, I mean, she looks like something out of an Italian sci-fi movie from a Gray B movie. That dark hair with gray stripes through it. I mean, she looks like Larry DeVille, with the dogs. And anyway, now there's how many? There are two of you there. Come on, let's have some thumbs up, subscribe. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with your Sensei Al Bob. That's me in a blue condom right here. This is the bird flu blue condom. This was produced by Blue Bunny Incorporated, and off with their heads, right? So, how do you feel? What do you think? This is your show. I'm just wearing the blue condom, right? I'm tired. Spring to come sooner rather than later. Anyway, we had a good 4 or 5 inches of snow. It's going to be like ridiculously cold tonight, and tomorrow, Friday, and Friday night into Saturday morning. Saturday morning should be a little bit warmer, like maybe in the 30s, instead of like today it was 18 during the day. So that'll be like a real warm up. And then Sunday supposed to be like 40 and 50, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday supposed to be sunny, I think, in the 50s and 60s, and Thursday and Friday again sunny and warmish. Then who knows? The week after, first week of I think the 28th is what is the 28th? It's like Saturday. And the first is 1st of March is going to be Saturday. And time is flying by, right? January, February. Puddinhead, the great carrot, he's been in office now a month or less, month and a couple of days, and look what he's done. Just your baby, your baby, your baby. And I love it. He's destroying everything, right? Because it needs to be destroyed, right? We're not making America great again. That's, we're making America exactly what it was and still is and has been, and all the wars and all the people we've killed and murdered and slaughtered, and that's America. That really is. The Indians, the Mexicans, the Spanish-American War, just war after war after war after war, and most of that money that went to Ukraine basically went into the pockets of Lockheed Martin and Raytheon and Boeing and etc. Right? General Dynamics. So it's the same old story. It's not even a story of love and war. Right? Okay, it's 2 thumbs up. That's very nice, and 3. And anybody, come on! I know you guys watch this thing, so subscribe. Let's surprise the hidden hand. If I could get to just think if I could get to 1 million subscribers. Yowie! Anyway, when do you think the economic crash? I mean, we already, I heard that Carrot Head saying we're going to go to, what's it, Fort Knox to see if the gold ain't there. It never was, right? That's only in the Bond movies, with Odd Job, gold. That's the only time that the gold was in Fort Knox. What else can we say? 3 of you watching. Come on, let's hear something from you guys. You know, here. What time is it here in the? Yeah, it's like 5:30, right? So this should be the perfect time. Folks in Europe, you guys, it should be like 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, somewhere around there. You know? Anyway, and if you watch the news or read the news or read books, basically everything, as good old Mr. Goering said, not Goering, Goebbels said, and he was taught by the kids at the Tavistock Institute. Propaganda is, like an undigested meal. So, 60% truth, 30% misrepresented momentary symbology, and 10% straight up lies, right? Fake news. Fake news has been with us since Babylon. 11 minutes and 54 seconds. So 3 of you there. It's 2 thumbs up. That's nice. I want to hear from you so we can have a discourse. Remember to put it in caps so I can read it. I don't have my glasses. So, if not, I'm going Betty. Has anyone looked at, let's see. Where I am live. Cliff High. Cliff Hyde. There he is. There's our boy.
Just make sure we're on here. My computer is so slow today.
That's what everyone says.
All right, we're live. Okay, Cliff, so thank you, Cliff and everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on Channel 27. I'm so grateful to be speaking with the one and only Cliff Hyde from halfpasthuman.com.
It sounds like P.T. Barnum bullshit, you know?
Oh, God. Before we get started, because Cliff posted this on his Twitter, there's a lot of new people here, I'm sure. So if you're new to this channel, I'm Heidi Vandenberg. I'm a Vedic astrologer and life coach. So also I want to thank Rex for connecting us. So initially I reached out to Cliff due to my recent interest in cryptocurrency. So this year I noticed some similar patterns and specific alignments in transits and charts. And people that became very successful over cryptos. So I've been analyzing them through Vedic astrology. So I would assume everyone here knows about Cliff's work and knows who Cliff is, but I suggest you go to his site, halfpasthuman.com, subscribe to his channel. I'm going to put all of his information below. But in my
I recently ordered myself some C60. It didn't arrive for the last time I was in Canada. But for those of the Bear family that don't know much about what this is, do you want to give us an introduction to what carbon-60 is and some of the experiments that you've seen around it?
Okay, so carbon C60 is the carbon molecule expressed a particular way. Usually you see carbon and it's in the form of carbon-12, carbon 14, carbon 18, and so on. And we're all somewhat familiar, at least nominally, with the idea of carbon-14 dating and stuff. And so that has to do with the decay rate of carbon and how you can calculate it. And so you can tell how old something is if it was a carbon-based life form. Now, carbon is very interesting because you can take 60 of the carbon atoms and make a carbon molecule. And so in that sense, it's monomolecular. It's a single atom that's in a molecular state. So instead of like carbon dioxide, that would be carbon with oxygen, and that would form a molecule. Here we've got carbon-60 that's nothing but carbon.
Nothing but carbon. Carbon unit. That's you, baby. You're a carbon unit. Okay, 16 minutes and 27 seconds. I think it's time to go. I'm gonna go drop myself into a big pot of boiling water, and I'm gonna put myself in a hot dog bun, and I think that should do it, right? So I would say there will be a monumental collapse of the world, electrically, economically, emotionally, psychically, by April Fools. It should really, I mean, it would be appropriate to have it come to a culmination. But I think an asteroid, a little, there's a thing called DART, that's a NASA program that was done in the last 5 years or so, because a few, small asteroids, something between the size of a football stadium and a destroyer, came zipping by Earth, coming out from behind the sun. So we didn't really see it showing up, and we just kind of saw it 18 hours before, zing! And one of those suckers was like right at the height of where we have geosynchronous satellites. And Neon Husk, just his X unit, stuck one of the largest satellites put into geosynchronous orbit ever. Some 20 or 100 tons, who knows? But I have a sense that some, errant rock is going to come and just ding, Neon's satellite, and basically, Donnie and everyone, all the Republicans, all the mega leaders, you name it, they're all going to be on Air Force One, and they're all going to be heading towards Jeffy's Lolita Island, and that basic, as that asteroid the size of probably, a house, will ding off of Elon's satellite, and it will start to careen into the atmosphere, and it will take out Air Force One. And everyone, all of the billion bros, Elon, everybody's going to be on that airplane heading for Lolita Island, and basically will be, and it will cause a large, and then it'll bounce off, destroy that, and a chunk of it will fly over towards where the big caldera is out there in the west, where Old Faithful is. There's a thing that if it ever erupted, it would take out most of the United States and a good chunk of Europe, and put a cloud of darkness over the planet for 3 or 4 years, and that would no food would be able to grow, and it'd be like winter in the whole planet. I mean, everyone's going, oh, global warming, boo-hoo. No, kids. The bottom line is we should be worrying about the next ice age. There have been more ice ages than the perfect warmness that we have right now. So anyway, that's why I'm wearing the blue condom. And watch out for the bird flu. It'll get you. Was a really good, what's his name? The guy who did the X-Files, right? The guy who wrote and directed and produced the X-Files for Fox. He did 2 other shows. He did one called, Space Soldier or something like that, and was basically telling everyone on Earth that there's this thing out there called Solar Warden. That's where all our money's going, and we conquered plenty of planets, and we're all over the galaxy, and we pissed a lot of people off, and so there's that. So go watch that one. And Tucker Freckrenson's a friend of mine. I don't know if he's still alive, and he played the head general of that scene. Tucker was I fixed up his loft down in Tribeca. Did a lot of rich people's lofts in Tribeca and Soho and all over Manhattan. And the other really good TV show he did on Fox was called Millennium, right? And it was in the 90s, and he had to show, where the Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail, that was its symbol. And that was a pretty good show. And the thing that took out the humans was the bird flu, right? And so he was pretty prophetic. All his shows were very prophetic, along with J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams had a great TV show called, it was about this FBI agent and a really whacked job scientist and his son. Fringe, right? That was a good show. That had some nice bits of what's going on. Anyway, unless somebody says something, I'm out of here. I put in a good 22 minutes, and I'm ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to drop myself into a boiling pot of water and wrap myself up in a hot dog bun, and slather myself up in mustard. Ooh. Okay. Nobody wants to say anything? Okay. If I get a second wind, right now it's what is it now? It's 10 to 6. So I'll either maybe around 9 if I get a second wind. Come back, see if you guys can show up. Might do another show tomorrow in the morning ish.